Hey guys, it's your boy Genius again, back here with G Squared Tactical. What we have for you guys today is what I believe, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I believe is the best 1911 that you can purchase under $1,000. Hey guys, you've made it almost 2 minutes in. We hope that means you've enjoyed the video so far. Wanted to take a minute to stop the video, say hello to Trumpy Bear here. He likes to watch me do gun videos. Sure, we'll get some comments about that. But on a serious note, just wanted to let you know that you don't have to wait. You can go ahead right now, hit that thumbs up at the bottom of the video, and be sure that you subscribe. As I said, you can do that right now. Set your alerts so that you know when we're putting up more awesome content. You guys have told us how much you've enjoyed it, but we do not get subsidized by firearm manufacturers. We don't get accessories, ammo, or anything for free. So the only way we can continue to keep doing this, putting up the content that you guys love so much, is if you subscribe and hit that like button. So please do that now, and we'll get back to the video. Now let's talk a little bit about why I believe that, because I'm sure I'll have some folks to tell me that that is not true and that they don't believe that, and that's okay. We're all entitled to our own opinions. And so we'll start down here at the bottom at the beveled mag well. It is not flared or anything, so nothing special there. It does come with two 8-round. I don't know if these are Metcar magazines or not. I don't think so. It does not say that on there. That really is not relevant to me, because as I mentioned to you guys on some of the other 1911s, I always upgrade to the Wilson Combat mags, and it's usually the extended mags. But either way, extended or not, I always upgrade to the Wilson Combat magazines. Going on up here, we have a nice set of blue G10 grips. They're not super thin or anything, but it still has a very 1911 feel to it. And it is kind of beveled out here into the mag well, and we'll get to that in a minute. But also, you know, I'm a snob about people or manufacturers that put flathead screws on their grips, and you try to take them off to clean it, put them back on. You always ultimately end up gouging it, ripping it, stripping it. Just looks like garbage. I think, again, that's a feature that you typically see on higher end, higher priced 1911s, and they are a stainless steel accent, which makes it really, really good looking. Okay, on the front strap here and the back strap, as you know, I'm also a snob about front strap checkering. I cannot stand some of the cheaper Springfields. They're slick on the front. I don't like how it feels. I hate the way it looks. They have put nice checkering, very nice checkering, aggressive checkering on the front strap here, and of course on the back strap. So moving on up, we do have a high ride beaver tail safety here, grip safety. It also is accented in a stainless steel. Looks very, very good. Again, you've heard me say before that I will sometimes turn my nose up at a gun because of the way it looks. I personally think that this is a very, very beautiful firearm. I just do. I just think it's a beautiful 1911. It's really picturesque. It takes pictures well. Let's put it that way. So moving on up, you know, you guys know, you've heard me talk before that I am a complete, utter snob about being able to manipulate the controls on a 1911 without adjusting my grip. This does have an extended mag release. Again, another feature you might see on a higher priced 1911. So I do not have to adjust my grip in order to drop the magazine. And of course, you know that I am a snob about that. I also do not have to adjust my grip to lock the slide back or to drop the slide. Now, that's not to say because it's set so far back, but it is set off of the frame, a tactical, almost tactical like. It is set off the frame nicely, so, and it is checkered on top, so you can manipulate it quite easily, again, without adjusting your grip. So again, you know, I'm a snob about that, so I really like that. The safety is set off. It is a set off safety, a tactical type extended safety. You know, I like a safety that rides up into the slide a little bit. You guys know I'm kind of a snob about that too. I will say, if there's anything negative I would say about the gun, that it would be that the safety is a little bit sloppier than I would like for it to be. You guys also know that I'm a snob. I'm a snob about a lot of things, but I'm not a trigger snob. So moving on up here, let's go ahead and drop this hammer. We do have an aluminum skeletonized trigger that does have the over travel stop. Again, on some cheaper, sub $1,000 1911s, a lot of times the trigger will be solid. You will not have the over travel stop on it. And it also has some nice serrations on the front of the trigger. If you're into that kind of thing, whatever, I don't care one way or the other. It does have rear slide serrations moving on up, as you would expect. I don't think anyone would think that it would not have rear slide serrations, but I'm just letting you know it has rear slide serrations. It does have a nice metal, fully adjustable rear sight. It is blacked out, serrated, and again, it's adjustable for windage and for elevation. And the finish itself, now it's not a $1,600 1911 with this immaculate, overly done good. It's not a Rock Island. It's not a Taurus finish. This is the frame and slide is carbon steel, and it's a matte black, almost, I guess a matte blued look to the finish. Again, it's not necessarily going to turn heads, but again, it's not ugly, it's not gawky, and it seems to be holding up very well. I've actually shot this gun a great deal, but we do not have that on video, unfortunately. So it does have an enlarged ejection port. Again, something else that you might see on a more highly priced gun. So let's move on down here, and we do have a 4-slot pick rail. Again, I like 1911s with rails unless they're 3-inch. Of course, then you're going to be carrying it. You're going to be carrying it probably deep concealed, in which case it wouldn't matter if you had a light on it or not. And so it does have a 5-inch barrel with a 5.99 sight radius. The front sight is adjustable, windage adjustable. It is just a standard white dot front sight. Again, the adjustable rear sight is something sometimes that you may only see on a higher priced 1911. I mean, the sights you're not writing home to mom about, but again, they're nice sights for a sub. I think I paid $849 on this gun. I think the MSRP is like $899, or, well, no, I'm sorry, maybe it's $999, but I didn't pay that. I paid less than $9 out the door with tax. It does have a full-length stainless guide rod. Very nice, very, very nice touch. Again, something that sometimes you see on higher priced 1911s. It is a stainless steel barrel with a very, very nice polished feed ramp. And so I will say this: when I picked this up in the store, I had been looking for the Magnum Research 1911G, but I'll admit that I was looking for it in a all stainless version with the lighter blue grips. But when I saw this, and I'm a fan of an all black gun, but when I saw this, it does not have a bull barrel or anything, by the way. Now I'm looking at that, and I have taken it down with just my finger here, but yeah, you kind of have to have a tool, and it did come with that tool in the box, nice molded plastic box. But anyway, when I picked this up, I just had to have it for one reason, and that is because I had held other 1911s. I actually went in there to get, I think, maybe another Springfield 1911, because as you guys know, that's my favorite 1911. And I just asked to see this because it just, I mean, again, it's real picturesque. It's a real good looking firearm. And if you're going to carry something by your side and have it by your side, why not want it to look good, right? But when I picked it up, and I think Trey can vouch for this because he said the same thing about his Magnum research, and I guess maybe it has a lighter spring. I believe that's probably what it is. But that is one of the smoothest slide action that I have felt on. I think probably the only other one that compares to the smoothness of this slide, when you rack this thing back, it is so effortless and flawless and smooth. I think probably the only other one I have that feels that great and that smooth is my Springfield TRP. But again, it was a $1,600 1911. Again, as I mentioned, this did come with, you know, Magnum Research's black case. I'll put a picture up with the two, you know, locks on or pop-ups on the front there. Nice little molding inside for where the gun sits. The two magazines. It did come with the tool to take it down. And let's see, I think the overall length on this gun is 8.63 inches. And I think the weight is, it's a little bit lighter than some 1911s. I know some 1911s come in around 42, 43, sometimes 45 ounces, depending on the type of accessories that is on it. This one comes in at about 38 ounces, so it feels really, really nice. Got a nice weight to it, especially when you put the full magazine in it. It just feels really, really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed talking about it and as much as I've enjoyed this pistol. Sorry that we do not have the range ammo. When I shot this gun, we were at an indoor range and they called us down for filming. And so we were not able to get you guys any range video. And I'm sure there's something that I have left out. Unlike my BUL LTD, which is essentially what this is imported by Magnum Research. This is made in Israel. But unlike my 3-inch that had some issues with failing to feed, and even now it still will, you know, it's getting better, but it'll still have some issues with failing to feed from time to time. This one had 0 issues. It was very accurate, very smooth. My wife really enjoyed shooting it. Trey enjoyed shooting it. We had absolutely no problems whatsoever with this gun. And I think I mentioned, I just now looking at it, I'm not sure, but it does have front slide serrations here too, which I like on a 1911 because, of course, the finish on a 1911 is typically, you know, pretty slick, especially if it gets oily or if the finish is not matte and it's got a real slick type finish on it. So it is very, very usable, functional front slide serrations, which I really, really like. So I think I've covered about everything on this gun. I'm real giddy about this gun. This is a gun that I'll probably keep forever, you know, unless, you know, I put, you know, 50,000 rounds through it or something. It ain't worth having, but I seriously doubt that. But I don't think that anyone could go wrong. If you're looking for a 1911 under $1,000 and you can afford $900, and, you know, I would say, you know, don't buy the Taurus, don't buy the Rock Island 1911. Me personally, I think there are some Springfields that are under $1,000, but I personally, like I said, all of their sub $1,000 1911s, a lot of them do not come with accessory rails, and they don't have the checkering on the front of the strap, the front of the grip here, the front strap, which I just can't. So although Springfield is my favorite 1911, I have to buy 12, 13, they're TRPs essentially, they're elites and stuff, to get that front checkering, front strap checkering. Like, I just have to have that. I'm sorry, I'm just a snob about that. It is undercut nicely here underneath the trigger guard. It's beveled out on each side of the trigger as well as in the grip here. So it's very well thought out. It's weighted and it holds very well in the hand. Sights pick up very well. I don't think you would be disappointed with this gun at all. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, please ask questions. We love interacting with you guys. And please remember, we can't keep doing this unless you guys hit that thumbs up for the like, hit that subscribe button. We need to keep those things going up. And we really, really appreciate you guys watching. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks again.